Hey, listener, did you hear that? That was great, wasn't it? That was Wild Woman Don't Have the Blues. Okay. And that was performed by my special guest today. Dani Wilde is with us. How you doing, Dani?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, that was a great track. Where did you record that?
Recorded at a little studio called Brighton Road Recording Studios, which is my favourite studio. I say in the world that I've ever recorded in. It's really really lovely. It's just really vibey, fantastic place to record.
Yeah, that was really sort of laid back. In fact, so laid back it was almost horizontal. It was that sort of laid. I thought of I don't know Bonnie Raitt. I don't know if I sort of got a little bit of her in there and stuff. I mean, what were your thoughts on the track when you were trying to record it? Was there a particular sound you were after, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Bonnie Raitt fan. I don't know if I had Bonnie in my head when I recorded it, but I've definitely soaked up some Bonnie Raitt over the years. Um, I was kind of I recorded a few songs that were made famous by and written by female blues artists. So this was an Ida Cox song from 1924. I think it was first
Oh, I didn't
recorded and
realise
released.
that.
So I wanted to do kind of, I say, more contemporary take on it, more contemporary than it's now, but I did want to stay true to what I loved about the original as well, with the kind of expression and I guess the kind of slightly feminist message in it as well, and that kind of female strength element of it that I
Too
really
right, girl.
really like. Yeah, yeah.
Was Will on there, your brother?
Yeah, that's got my brother on there, and the bass guitar is Victoria Smith.
Oh, right, yeah, I come across Victoria because we're going to play another one with her featuring on it as well. So yes, we'll
Mhm.
come back to that. Is she a local as well?
She is, yeah. In fact, I've got her coming over for breakfast on Tuesday.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
wow! I've seen a video with her, and I love her hair. I think it's amazing. So yeah, big up to her. Give it, pass her on my best. Okay, that'd be really cool. Well, look, we talked about your sort of younger years and you busking and stuff like that. So when do you think the sort of tide changed? Where did when you started getting a little bit more well known? What happened?
I guess signing to Roof Records was, the big one for me. I'd finished university and I was working a little office job, but only part time. I just wanted to work mornings because every evening I was gigging either in Brighton or in London. And at that point, not really being paid for it, just trying to get my name out there.
Yeah.
Um, and then two things happened. That the first one was I remember being there's a little club that used to be in Brighton. It used to be called the Jugleberry Playhouse, um, and I'd done a jam there one time, or maybe it's a support slot. I can't remember. But in the crowd was Jules Holland's little brother, Chris Holland, and he liked what I played, and I gave him my demo. And so one of the first opportunities that I had was when I was at my little office job, and I got a phone call from Chris. I'd only met once before, um, and he just said, "Oh, Dani, are you doing anything tonight?" I was like, well, "No." He said, "Do you want to come and play a little support slot with me?" He said, "My band have learned kind of three of your songs, and
Oh,
if you can just
cool.
kind of come down, it'd be lovely to have you there." I was like, "Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Well, is it in London? Where do I have to get to?" Um, and he said, "Oh, it's at the Royal Albert Hall. It's opening to
No,
my brother Jules
no
Holland."
way.
I was screaming,
Oh my
and then I said
goodness.
to my boss Nigel at the time at the office, I was like, I've got to go. I've just been asked to play the Royal Albert Hall." I was nearly crying,
I
and
bet.
and then I suddenly thought, my brother Will. So I quickly rang Chris Holland back and said, "Can I bring my brother? Can I bring my brother on harmonica?" And he said, "Yeah." So I rang my brother. And I said to my brother that we're going straight to London. Meet me at the station. Can you grab my clothes out of the wardrobe? That me and my brother lived together back then. And and yeah, he met me with his harmonicas and my guitar and all my clothes, and off to London we
No.
went. And so that happened. And so I was still an unsigned artist. And then that really helped to kind of gain a bit of attention. And I'd been sending out my demo to a load of record labels at the time. And of two record labels got back to me who were interested, and the one I went for was Roof Records. So in 2007 I signed to Roof, and by 2008 I was doing my first kind of, I say, world tour. It's kind of Europe, America, Canada, and that changed everything. you know, that was just a big Nightliner tour bus all paid for, and just amazing opportunity. And I was touring with Candy Kane and Deborah Coleman, who were two of my heroes. And it was just lovely. I was just lucked out, really. I got very lucky.
Absolutely. Well, not only have you played at the Royal Albert Hall, which is fairly prestigious, I must say, I've also got you down playing at Times Square in New York. Well, what? Tell me more.
That was fun. It was, you know, there's a lot, you know, in Times Square. One of the venues that used to be there was BB King's Club. And yeah, amazing venue. And I was touring at that point with Samantha Fish and Cassie Taylor on the Girls with Guitars tour. So that would have been maybe 2011, maybe something like that. And we had a gig there opening for Johnny Winter, which was lovely. And it was strange actually as well, because I remember getting to meet Johnny Winter and getting my photo taken with him and give him a big hug, and you know, it was just amazing. Couldn't believe that we were there in New York with Johnny Winter. It was really cool. And him and his band as well. His band were really lovely people, you know, and really welcoming of us, which, because I'd imagine everybody who gets to open for him is a little bit starstruck, you know. So you know, they could have found us irritating, but if we were, they didn't show it. They were really nice. And I remember thinking, oh, this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. And then 2 weeks later, we were in Spain gigging, because it used to be like that. We'd tour 200 days of the year, you know, and be flying all over the place. And we'd played a festival, and we were on right before them again, the Johnny Winter band, and they recognised us and like, hey, how are you guys doing? We were just really kind of, you know, over the moon, really. It was just really lovely, you know.
Oh wow! Well, look! You mentioned Johnny Winter. He's one of my big heroes. In fact, one of the first blues albums I ever bought was his Progressive Blues Experiment album, which for me, for an electric album, stands up there with the very best. He's got such a soulful voice, and when you see him, I mean, you think like a big black guy is going to be there, and he's a little small, skinny. He's an albino, very pale, isn't he? But my goodness, what a voice! What a guitarist! So I think I'm going to play one of his numbers. We're going to go with that. I'm going to stick on one from that album called My Own Fault, and we'll be back after this.
Okay.